What's up, everybody? This is going to be your, I was about to call it winter, summer solstice energy reading. So we are currently in summer solstice, which brings about new energies, new intentions, for the rest of the remainder of the year. So gonna take a look at the energy. I believe summer solstice was the 21st, if I'm not mistaken, June 21st. Energy still lingering, so let's do this. Okay, so if you guys are joining in, what's up? How are you? Sunday, chill day for me. Alright, clean this energy up in here. Alright, so how is everybody doing? I hope you guys are enjoying your weekends. I'm back home from vacation. So let's see what's going on. Hello, sun rising. How are you? I'm just going to see what the energies are, you know, what the divine wants to say, what are the messages surrounding the energy of the summer solstice, any advice, anything that wants to come out. It kind of pulls on this a little bit because we're also having a strawberry moon, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's a blood moon too. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I could be wrong. All right, so first card out is the King of Arrows, which is the King of Swords. The Page of Stones, which is the Page of Pentacles. Got a lot of court cards. The Knight of Vessels, which is the Knight of Cups. The Stag, which is the Strength card. Alright. They have a lot of animal messages in these cards. So, if you guys don't mind, I would like to look up the messages that the animals, you know, what they represent and mean. Because I feel like that always helps make the reading much more in-depth too. The summer solstice energy, it's got a lot of these court card energies. These could be characteristics, a personality of a person, or it could represent yourself. So I will say that everybody's being affected because you have air, you have earth, you have water, and fire. The Strength card is the sign of Leo, right? The Knight of Vessels is the Knight of Cups, which is water. The Page of Stones, which is earth. And the King of Arrows, which is the King of Swords, which is air. So every element's here. It's funny, but every element's here. For some reason, I feel like those who will be most affected by this energy, or might have the most success, rather, with this energy. And it's not to say that no one else will, but I feel like fire signs, or you might feel the most compelled to make something of this energy if you have Leo somewhere in your chart, especially where your goals and your ambitions are concerned. Whatever house rules your desires, your goals, and ambitions, if you have Leo in there, you might be affected by this energy to get a move on something. But I do feel like affirmations are going to be very powerful with the King of Arrows, King of Swords. Affirmations, stating your intentions, will be very effective for everybody. With the Page of Pentacles, as a little lynx here, it's a little cat. This might be planning, preparation, taking your time with something, not rushing it, but preparing for something, strategizing. What are my goals? How do I want to implement these goals? How do I want to move forward with these goals? The Knight of Cups, which is the eel, I'm getting like you will naturally just flow into whatever it is that you want. And I feel like you're going to have the power to get to your goals. And for some of you, you might be manifesting something during the Leo season. So during the summer solstice, I feel like this is more like a planning stage, preparing your energy, setting up for what it is that you're trying to manifest, or multiple things maybe. Say by this time next year, I want to have a house, or I want to do this, I want to do that. So it's kind of like you're in this stage, it's flowing, it's leading up to that. You might see some sort of results during the Leo season, or you're going to plant your seeds during that time. Like everything is leading up to that. Like you know what you want during that time, if that makes sense. What's the bottom card? You have the Nine of Bows, which is the Nine of Wands, which is the Respect card. And then you have 12, the Mirror. So definitely reflecting energy too. This isn't like, I'm not getting heavy movement really. It's like really just planning and setting things in motion. Okay, so I want to see what these animals represent. So let's look at the birds. Let's see what we get here. I don't know if they have this specific bird in here. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. They do. Okay, so this bird is the kingfisher, and he's actually in this book. He represents new sunshine. It says, new sunshine, prosperity, and love are coming. Have faith in yourself and your abilities. Winter is finally passing. Okay. So he represents, this is the King of Swords. So if you guys are trying to manifest new beginnings, if you're trying to manifest prosperity, whether that be prosperity in love, whether that be prosperity in health, prosperity financially, also for new love or new love energy in an existing relationship, state those intentions, affirm that. I feel like you do have to be persistent with it. You have to be patient, especially with the Page of Pentacles. You have to be patient. Allow that energy to flow, not force anything. You are going to have to stay committed to it with the Strength card. You might even have to temper your ego a little bit, not allowing your ego to get the best of you, but trust that whatever it is that you're setting forth in motion is going to happen. It's going to manifest. It sounds... might sound like, oh, that's easier said than done. Maybe. But you have to stay persistent with anything that you want. You can't give up on it. Okay, so the next animal is the lynx. So this would be under the mammals. Let's see if he's in here. Yep, he's in here too. So it says hidden revealed. Trust in what you see and feel might be hidden. Perceptions are amazingly strong. Keep confidence and secrets to avoid problems. So, with him, the Page of Stones, which is the Page of Pentacles, this is the Lynx card. He represents things that are hidden, okay? So, I'm getting that this is untapped potential. You guys are going to have to trust in what you know inwardly rather than what you see on the physical. So, it's like that is the key to manifestation. Sometimes the things that we want to manifest, we're not going to see results right away. We might not even have evidence that we can manifest this. Like, okay, how am I going to start this business? I don't have the funds for that. Where am I going to get the, how am I going to get this loan? Where am I going to get the spot for my business? All these things that go through your mind, which are valid things to worry about or to take into consideration. But it's like you do have to trust that there's ways that things can happen. As long as you put the faith towards it, you never know who you might bump into. You never know what type of opportunities will unfold. Someone might say, I'm thinking about selling my business. And then you're like, well, I'm looking for a place, a building, or a space for my business, blah, blah, blah. But I just need the money. You never know, that person might be able to hook you up with something. You just never know. So be open to the opportunities that come. Don't focus too much on the physical. You have to take both the hidden and what's there into consideration. You have to find balance with it. But sometimes certain things you can't explain internally can be explained on the outside. And sometimes the things that are on the outside, you can't get that unless you go within first. And that's the vibe I'm picking up. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so the next animal is the eel, which is the Knight of Cups. And that can also represent love coming in too. Okay. He's sea creatures. So let me see. Sea life. Okay. New journeys possible. Okay. So spiritual journey of transformation is ahead. Act on opportunities to explore new depths. Now is time to travel and seek mysteries. So that's what the eel represents. Okay. New journeys possible. I do see that. It's like you're going to have to allow your heart to guide you and lead you when it comes to the path that you're headed towards. He's flowing. He's going upstream. Like he's just naturally flowing. So it's like your heart has to it has to guide you in a way, because when the heart leads, it's not forceful. It's not controlling. It just is. It just goes with the flow. It's at peace. It's at ease. And that's the energy I feel like that's going to lead you to new possibilities, new energies, new journeys, as it says. The eel represents. It also says spiritual journey of transformation is ahead. So your life, whatever intentions you set right now, by next year, your life may be completely different from what it is right now. I mean, that's just life, right? Our life is never the same as it is. But in some way, there's a significant shift in your life. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're headed towards that, but it's a natural thing. It's not a forceful thing. Like you're not trying to force things to happen. Whatever intentions you're naturally setting for yourself or you're believing in and you're sticking to, your heart is leading you towards that, will affect you within this year all the way up to next year. By this time, you'll recognize, I bet you, your life will have shifted significantly from what it is right now. So the stag, I don't know what that is. I believe it's a mammal. The strength card. Let's see if I can find him in here. I've never heard of that, so I don't even know if he's in here. It looks like a deer. Or like, yeah, it looks like a deer or something. So I'm going to look at what deers mean if they're in here, because I don't know what that is. Okay, so deers represent lure to adventures. Move gently into new areas. Follow the lure to new studies. Practical pursuits bring surprising rewards. So yeah, it's kind of like if you stay consistent with what you're trying to accomplish around this energy, by this summer solstice energy, if you stay persistent and you flow with the energies, you're not trying to force anything, but you're naturally moving in the right direction. You state what you want, you affirm what you want, you believe it as you're saying it. The more and more that you'll find these changes taking place. So again, the deer represents adventure. So it's saying that you're moving into new areas, okay? New studies, practical pursuits, surprising rewards. So all of this is leading up to that. With the strength card. The tree on his shield represents, to me, the tree of life. So if you don't know what the tree of life is, you can look it up. But I'm looking at the Animal Speak guide. It kind of goes into what animals represent. And I'm just reading based off of the animals on these cards that I pulled. So I'm going to pull an advice card. My lips are ashy. Okay. I'm going to pull advice. The number 8 might represent something for you because it was the only number that stood out. All the other cards were court cards. So all right, what is the advice for us for the summer solstice energy? What is the advice? Okay, 5 of bows, which is the 5 of wands. It says empowerment. The great bear, which is the judgment card. You know I'm going to have to look into the bear, what he represents. It's like a polar bear. 10 of bows, 10 of wands, which is responsibility. The green woman, which is the empress. Okay, so what's the advice? And then we have the king of vessels, which is the king of hearts. With the heron. whatever. It's a bird. So the Five of Wands, which is the empowerment card, I really feel like if you can push through the advice, if you can push through the small battles within yourself, the things that you fight against daily, whether it's your beliefs about something, whether it's your lack of belief in something, your faith in whatever it is, if you can push through all of that, I feel like you're creating an imprint for something. It's like you're creating something for your life. And because it has this archer, makes me think of the Sagittarius. So Sagittarius season, by the end of the year, right? That's the end of the year, the last zodiac sign of the year. You might see some sort of shifts by the end of this year, going into next year. So if you guys can like push through these energies, because I see the Five of Wands really is like you fighting with that aspect of yourself, that lower aspect, your ego, or the things that you say to yourself like, I can't do this, I don't know how I'm going to do that, or will I make it, will I manifest this, am I capable? If you can push through all of that energy, you're going to see some sort of significant shift within yourself, I feel. The other advice with the Great Bear, this is a Judgment card. So I feel like the other advice for you is really to look at your past if it is going to present itself to you, because a lot of times when we want to start over and we want to start fresh, we always think about the past, and usually we think about the so-called failures of the past, the bad things that happen. I feel like the only reason why that's coming up in the first place is relevance. I feel like it's really because it's there to show you something, not in a negative sense, but there to protect you and guide you into the future. So not to say that just because, this failed or this went that way, that it's going to be that way the next time. More so like, okay, well, that happened to me, so in the future, I'll do better next time. I know what to watch out for, look out for. I know what to do now, what to avoid. So it's kind of like use your past as your guidance and how to protect yourself, if that makes sense. So it's all coming up for a reason, and it's also there to show you that that's done with. This is a new cycle. This is a new chapter that you're stepping into, but it's up to you whether you accept that or not. Are you going to allow the past to keep revitalizing, or are you just going to put it to where it's at, just end it and keep it moving? Other thing I'm picking up with the Ten of Wands, responsibility. I feel like it's up to you. It's based upon the energy. You're responsible for what you create and what you manifest, because it's leading up to the Empress, which is the ultimate creator, Mother Earth, divine creator. So what we create, we have the abundance and infinity to create whatever we want. So based upon your intentions and what you feel, it's your responsibility what type of energies you carry with you, if that makes sense. So this is an abundant time to create, especially with the Empress ending the spread. Definitely you have the power and the tools to do so. Keep in mind, just because you have the power to create, that means you can create your so-called failures or you can create your so-called successes. It's up to you. You have the power to do that, and that's what's so beautiful about being a divine creator in this realm. You can create whatever you want based upon your intentions and your beliefs. So that's what I'm picking up. I want to look at the animals that I picked up. I always do, of course. This is a bear, but he kind of looks like a polar bear. So bears, period, what they represent is your inner voice. It says inner potentials are awakening. Trust your own unique rhythms, not those of others. This will bring the honey you seek. Okay, so that's bears. I kind of want to see if polar bears is in here. Yeah. Polar bears represent supernatural. It says great teachings and supernatural power is at hand. Veils are opening. Spiritual initiation is upon you. Look for new wonders. Okay, so you guys might be going through a spiritual awakening too during this time. Like things are going to be revealed. A lot's going on around this time, I feel, and you're going to be looking at things from a new perspective, I really feel too. So that's what I'm picking up for the summer solstice energy. It's just a quick little energy read. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great weekend. Peace.